Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VII. In the last part, we got here to the Temple of Ancients after taking care of the Pagoda side quest, and now, since we finished all the treasure grabbing we can at this point in the temple, we're just going to be heading to door number 6 to progress with the area.
Moving this clock is so slow.
Yeah. If this puzzle returns in the remake, I hope they speed it up.
Yes.
Knowing modern Square games, what they're probably going to do is just give you a menu to which doorway you want to take.
That would be really nice, actually.
And we're almost at the end of the area. The end is basically right through that door, but we need to catch that ancient spirit to be able to open the door. And what we have here is a bit of a Lost Woods situation. Each of these doors exits and enters to another one in a bit of an inconsistent order, like you can come in one door, come out another, and go through that door you just came out of and come out a completely different one. However, the spirit always goes in the same pattern, so by jumping down that little block there and coming through this door, I know he's always going to be here. And you got another rest and save point if you need it.
Yeah, man, I wish I had known that when I was playing this game. Ay.
And then we got the work glove, which is a no material growth weapon for Tifa. And I want to put the fire ring on red just because everyone has some fire protection at this point aside from him. And the next notable fight can use some decent fire attacks. Oh, hey, we're here in this area. Well, that's the Temple of the Ancients and that one right there.
Those are definitely hieroglyphics.
Yeah, like not even like fake ones. I think a lot of those are real hieroglyphs. Strange dialogue from Sephiroth there. Now, Sephiroth, you've been kind of crazy ever since, the mom thing. But you're a bit clearer right now for some reason. Like, you seem very focused. Aside from zooming through the ceiling every 15 seconds. Oh, that's a different mural.
Oh.
Yeah, look at what? The mural? Becoming one with the planet?
With the one with the planet.
You said that last part, too, when the weird
Yes.
flashback gets sung. What's with that? Oh, you flew this time. Coming one with your mother?
Whoa,
Jenova?
alright. This guy's got some mommy issues, dude.
Understatement of the century. Come on with the planet. Okay, now it's going to explain. When the planet's hurt, gather spirit energy to heal the injury, as I think basically Buchenhagen mentioned back at Cosmo Canyon. Amount of energy depends on the size of the injury. Injury that could cause the life of the planet. How much energy? Probably more than the planet itself could handle, honestly.
Yeah?
Oh. So you're planning to cause a gigantic injury to the planet. Gather all that spirit energy, absorb it, and become something more? You know what?
Whoa.
As far as Final Fantasy Villain Plans is, that's fairly concrete. It's not just conquering the world, destroying the world, or whatever the hell Kefka was doing in the second half of 6.
Become a god.
Yeah. Well, at least now we know what he's doing, and we have to prevent that at all costs. Yeah, Cloud, what's up with that, man? What you doing? Cloud, are you okay, buddy?
What?
Whoa, yeah, that ain't normal.
Uh-oh.
Cloud, you okay, man? You're having a bit of a freak out.
Whoo!
We haven't seen him do something like this since basically the Genova
Midgar,
body,
right?
Yeah,
the Genova thing.
Yeah, that's weird. Whoa, man, you should probably relax. That doesn't look healthy. I guess you're okay now?
I remember, my way or the highway. Yes.
Did you miss yourself just freaking out for the past 20 seconds? Now, I have always been a bit curious as to why Aerith and whoever your third-party member almost just kind of shrugs it off here. I have a feeling she's trying to divert from the subject, but...
Note that Red deliberately stood up on his hind legs just to fold his arms.
I wonder how they're going to make that look if you bring him along here in the remake. But the reason Sephiroth is here is for the ultimate destructive magic that was talked about earlier. Meteor. It's no longer just the ultimate black magic spell. It's uber powerful, and like it could destroy a planet in the wrong hands.
Well, which is not untrue.
I guess, yeah, that's his goal. Use Meteor to destroy to damage the planet enough to become a god. But for some reason, there's also a random red dragon here. 6,800 HP, 3,500 experience points, 200 AP, 1,000 gil will drop in dragon armor upon death, which is a pretty good piece of armor. And the main thing to note about it is its red dragon breath, which is a very powerful fire attack, which is why everyone has some form of fire magic. I think Red has a fire ring. I want to say Cloud or Aerith have like fire elemental or Ifrit elemental going on. Not to say its physical damage isn't to laugh at either. You're gonna want to use Big Guard to start, then Cloud just goes all out. Red does what he can as well in that regard. Trine is probably gonna be better for your MP damage ratio at this point, just because fire damage is not recommendable because it absorbs it. It should die fairly quickly.
What are its elemental weaknesses again?
I want to say.
Oh, it doesn't have any.
Absorbs
fire and is immune to gravity, but it's not weak to water or ice.
Yeah, I'm just using what I can because it's probably the best damage I can do. Wow, that was a pitiful amount of damage to end off with. And hey, cover leveled up, which means now someone's going to be taking an attack for someone else more often.
The dog protects.
Dropped a materia. And Sephiroth looks like he's gone. Great. We want to grab this here for the Bahamut materia. Non-elemental defense piercing damage. This is going to be one of the more common materias in my setup from now on. Not linked to like an elemental materia, but just in terms of having it for damage. That looks a bit like the temple, doesn't it?
Black materia.
Black materia. Hey! Black materia.
Black materia.
I hate that dialogue exchange. It's so stupid.
I don't get it. Why?
Yeah, apparently if we try to touch it, it starts shaking. No matter what you choose there, something stops Cloud from doing it. So Aerith starts talking with, I guess, the voices of the Ancient from the pool earlier. But apparently the temple itself is the black materia.
What?
Kinda big to put in a sword, but okay. But the reason it's so big is because no one can take it otherwise. Essentially, that little model behind us is a set of puzzles to get the black materia, or rather to shrink the temple. The more puzzles you solve, the smaller the temple gets. However, you can only answer the puzzles from within the temple, so whoever tries to get the black materia ends up getting crushed in their greed. So essentially, you need a sacrifice to do it.
Ugh.
However, this is good news for us, I guess, because if we can't get it like that, I mean, Sephiroth can't. However, as Cloud brings up, Sephiroth does have some flunkies to those black capes, so we should probably just do this anyway. So, what do we do?
What's gonna happen?
Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Hello, Cloud Mercenary Services. But Ketchi overheard all that, so since he has an artificial body, it makes sense to use him for this. One thing I've never experimented with is the dialogue you get if you bring Ketchi in with you as a third-party member. I'm assuming it's the exact same dialogue exchange, except he's just there instead of whoever is in your third position. But it's something to think about, I guess. I think the Final Fantasy VII Machina Bridge series just brings him in here outright. So we need to find a way for him to get in here. So I guess let's head in this direction.
That's not hard at all.
You know what? I'm just gonna edit all that out again. Sorry about that. Apparently I left 2 minutes of footage in that I meant to edit out. This is what Materia stuff's looking like. Got ice elemental stuff going on and everyone. I changed Aerith's accessory off screen, so on and so forth. I just plain forgot to edit out 2 minutes of footage there. Whoops. It's gonna shorten the part length a bit, but you know what? I'll take it.
Well, this is foreboding.
Why is the room moving? Yeah, the door's warm too. That's a bit odd.
This isn't good.
Okay,
oh,
hello.
No.
I haven't seen you since Final Fantasy IV.
This is, like, probably my least favorite boss in this game, honestly. This is the Demon's Gate. 10,000 HP, 3,800 XP, 220 AP, 4,000 gil. Drops a Gigas armlet upon defeat. Takes half damage from Earth, is immune to poison and gravity.
This boss is fast and it will hurt. I recommend using Big Guard off the bat and then summoning things like Bahamut and Leviathan to get some fast damage off the bat. Physical attacks aren't going to be too bad. Death Blow is overall better. You really don't want to use magic though, compared to your physical attacks, because if I recall, this thing has some pretty high magic resistance.
Let's see. Magic defense is 450.
Yeah, that's pretty high. It has a Petrify attack, like Petrify, like the organ, which inflicts gradual Petrify on someone. The big attacks you have to worry about from this thing, though, are Cave In, which is a party-targeting ice attack, and Demon Rush, which it uses when it starts coming closer to you, and only at like 3 specific portions of its HP, like at the 25, half, and 75% of its HP mark. What it does is that it slams into you and does absurd damage. I don't think it's an instant kill in this game. I think that the only game is really instant kill, and if you let it do that was 4 and was 12's instant kill?
Yes, 12's is instant kill.
So you want to worry about that.
You shouldn't even let it get there anyways.
Yeah, if you're doing damage fast enough, it'll probably only get 1 off at the most. But if you're new to the game, this can be a bit of a wall. Thankfully, they are somewhat kind. Did not intend that. But they are a bit kind with this fight in that, obviously, they put a save point right before it. And if you go into the room where the Black Materia puzzles are, where we fought the Red Dragon, you run around, there are enemies in there. So you can grind if you need to. I used to use Cloud's level 3 Limit Break Meteor Rain on this thing to basically kill in one shot. And there's Kichi.
Probably the fastest way to kill that thing is to have Aerith use Fury Brand and then have Cloud use Meteor Rain.
Yeah, probably right about that. And Kichi's basically resigned to doing what he has to do here. But Aerith, being the sentimental person she is asking him to give us one last fortune. What you gonna ask him? Oh, yeah, about that, I went on a date with Tifa. Yeah, you know, let's let her have this. What you got, Kichi? What? Oh.
Oh no.
He didn't have to say poor Tifa, but he did. It's kind of dickish. We're perfect for each other. Damn.
Ooh.
Too bad I didn't get your date sequence because I treated you like shit through the game, basically.
Oof.
That is one thing I like about the relationship mechanics, and I think about it in 7 and 10. It's not exactly treating the character like shit, it's how they judge your actions. Alright, let's get out of here, I guess, and, Godspeed, Kichi. I used you twice, I think. Oh, you dumbass.
How can you feel that? That's an artificial body.
One thing I've never been too clear on when it comes to Kichi is, obviously there's someone controlling it over at Shinra HQ. But if it has a level of AI to itself, where in the case the person isn't there to control it, it can go on a bit of an auto mode.
We never figure out who's actually in this body, right?
Do you mean like who's controlling it?
Yeah.
No, we do.
Oh shit. I must have been forgetting. Good thing I'm playing through this game again.
You know, I have to wonder, though, exactly how much precision they have for controlling Ketchi. Because it has individual fingers, and it has the Mog. How do you control that? That's like controlling a Gundam within a Gundam. Which I think has happened. Yes, it has. The Neo Zeon, now that I think about it. You know, I get that they try to make it really sad that Ketchi's doing this. But the fact that Ketchi's not a very useful party member doesn't make it hurt that bad. In fact, given the whole thing he just betrayed us with, it's kind of like, yeah, screw you. Whoa, that doesn't look good.
What?
And now it doesn't look like anything.
Well, at least he was smart enough to solve the puzzles.
Yep. Another reason I thought Sung died when I played this game for the first time in this section is because we never see him get out of the Temple of the Ancients, so I thought he was maybe still in this when this happened.
There's someone's crushed body in that black materia. I hope you're proud of yourself.
Yep, but now Sephiroth can't use Meteor. Nice. Need great spiritual power to use it. Sephiroth definitely fits that bill. One person's power alone won't do it. Need a lot of planet energy to do it. Well, thankfully there's probably not many areas you can do. Oh god, the Promised Land. That's why Sephiroth's looking for it. Great. But he's not an ancient. That's weird. He said he's been one the entire game. Oh god, speaking of which. Hi. How did you get here? Yeah, wait, travel to the live stream. What? I mean, I guess there's something we're not knowing here because we don't know exactly what happened with Cloud and Sephiroth back in Nibelheim. Wake up.
Wake up.
Whoa, Cloud.
Uh-oh.
And for some reason here, you get to control baby Cloud? Come on, Cloud. No, Cloud, what are you doing? Cloud?
Stop.
Don't do it. Don't go that way. No. Bad future me. Bad. Cloud. Aerith, you probably should have already taken the black materia. Can someone get Red? You're a dog. You can run fast. Come on.
What?
Cloud? Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
Well,
God damn it, Cloud, you doomed us all.
So, we did all that, got the black materia, lost Ketchi, and lost it. So we are down at... We're in the negative from this. Damn it. And Cloud, what the hell, man? What happened?
You gave that man an entire temple.
Yeah, what the hell did you do?
And Red's just running around.
Aerith, what are you saying? We saw him do that. Whoa, Cloud. Holy shit, man, stop that. What?
Whoa.
Ketchi number 2. Ketchi, can't you see Cloud's beating a woman down here?
Finally, Red put a stop to it.
I really think they shouldn't have introduced Ketchi number 2 there, by the way, because that's such a mood ruiner. Also, a weird little detail that you may have noticed in the few scenes this part. Ketchi that we've had throughout the game has a number 1 on its back. And Ketchi number 2, when we eventually get to see its character model, has a number 2 on its back. And also, where the hell are we?
Huh.
Whoa!
Teleportation.
Aerith, sorry about beating the shit out of you. Cloud, what the hell, man? Really? Okay, I need you to stop doing that.
Scaring me, dude.
You're just interrupting the flow of your conversation with Cloud.
Oh.
Oh, I guess we're here too? Yeah, where the hell are we? Forest leads to the city of the ancients called the Sleeping Forest. We've never seen this place before. And there's not many places we could get to at this point, so it's probably somewhere we can get to with the Tiny Bronco.
Huh.
Aerith has set herself on a mission, so she's gone off without us. Oh, I hate that feeling in dreams.
Ugh. You're not going anywhere. The other person is going everywhere.
It's like when did you ever have dreams where like the hallway artificially lengthens in front of you?
Yes.
I hate that shit. What does it mean, Brain? What are you trying to tell? Oh, God.
It's like the infinite staircase in Mario 64.
Sephiroth, why are you saying we?
Uh-oh.
I'm trying to stop you here. Gungaga? I don't really know how I'm feeling right now, Barrett. I just dreamed about my some kind of girlfriend and my sort of enemy. At the same time, it was weird, man. I don't even know how to describe how I'm feeling. I beat her up.
Oh, boy.
Gave him Black Materia. This is a bad week. But Aerith has gone off on her own. That wasn't just a dream. She's gone from the party right now. That's why I ended up removing Aerith's accessory before the Demon's Gate fight, if I didn't mention that, by the way. You don't need to worry too much, because all she takes with her is her equipment. Materia is put back into the inventory at this point.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Really.
Cloud, though, is very apprehensive about going, because he's realizing that everywhere he goes, something gets screwed up. And you know what? I can't entirely blame him.
Nope.
Given the shit that we just saw, where he went completely out of control, like the whole thing was giving him the Black Materia, beating Aerith, which I can't stress that enough. He's clearly not mentally sound. Something's up. But Tifa believes in him, which, you know what? Good on her for sticking with him after all this shit.
For sure. Pull out to where?
Yeah, I like that Barrett's like, yeah, we should leave this to him. Barrett and Cloud's relationship is an interesting one. I hope gets explored a little bit more in the remake, because the scenes they have together when they're there are fantastic, but they're very few in number, especially after Cosmo Canyon.
Yeah, they're also kind of short.
Yeah. Hey, guys.
Sorry, I kind of sort of beat our friend to a pulp.
And Barrett's even saying, you really don't have to come with us, man. If you go nuts again, I'll stop you, but you don't have to come. Something I do like about this part of the game, plot-wise, is that for this next little bit, Cloud's going to be very apprehensive in dialogue. And this is me showing that, yeah, since we had the Restore Materia back there, we do have Aerith's Materia slot back. All of her equipment, like accessories, are gone, which is why I didn't have one on her. As is her armor. I want to say I put an armor I didn't care about on her. Or maybe like one...
It's always good to keep a bronze bangle on you.
Yep.
For a time like this.
And her weapons, well, she's the one who can use them, so what's the point in de-equipping them? And this is what my party is looking like for this next section. I'm bringing in Barrett and Sid because Sid has gotten... I think Sid's only gotten screen time back in Wutai Quest, and Barrett... It's been a hot minute since we've seen Barrett. I want to say since before Nibelheim. So, let's head on out. Tiny Broncos, thankfully parked right next door. And now we can head out towards our next destination. Now, we've been basically everywhere the Tiny Bronco can take us at this point, in terms of town and area-wise, except for one place. You may have noticed throughout this game, we've been to Wutai in the far west, we've been on the western continent in general, Nibelheim and Cosmo Canyon is, we've been on the east with Fort Condor, Junon, and Midgar. But there's one continent we've yet to be in this game yet, and that's the one to the north. Our goal is to get there.
Very small continent, too.
And yeah, it's the smallest one in the game. And it's a bit of a roundabout trip. You have to go all the way around the eastern continent to get to it. I think you can also come from the west, but I forget. However, there's a couple things we can do the moment we get there. We can head towards the immediate path, or we're going to be doing what I'm doing and look for a specific enemy. I do like one thing about the world of Final Fantasy VII, and that's how they open up the world to you as you go through the game, because you start off after Midgar, which is a very linear section. You just get a very linear straightforwardness until Fort Condor, in which case you get a minor side path. And then it's still very linear, barring Gongaga as an optional area. But once you get the Tiny Bronco...
You can go anywhere.
Not quite anywhere, but you can go to anywhere you've been, as well as a few more side areas. And that's for there if you want to, explore with it. But you don't have to, and I do like that idea of design there. They're very good about unveiling how much of the world you can explore at any given moment in this game. Something that I think even some of the better games in the series, like 9, do a bit worse with in the amount of areas you can access at certain points. Like, once you reach disc 2 or 3 in that game, so much opens up, it's kind of overwhelming. But either way, on the Northern Continents, I want to run around and run into this enemy, the Vlacorados. 33,333 HP, which is quite the jump if you haven't noticed. 510 experience points, 40 AP, 460 gil. I think it can... It's not too big on damage. I think it uses 2 physical attacks, one of which hits the entire party, and an electric attack.
And the bolt ball's really strong.
Yeah. But what I want to do here is steal from it, because you can steal and have it drop carob nuts, which are, and I'm probably going to use this soundbite again later, the best nuts in the game. I want 3 of them, so I'm going to be fighting 3 of them, 2 of them off screen. Laser is your best bet to get some damage on this thing at this point. But if you want to in this point, you can also morph it, because morphing it will give you an elixir.
Yes, good stuff.
And getting a good stock of elixirs at this point is a pretty good idea, I suppose. It would take some time, just given you have to spam laser over and over again, but hey, it's there. Also, I just realized, have I talked about Fort Condor battles in a bit?
No.
Shit, I think we've missed a few at this point. Let me see. I think the last time I mentioned something was the Cave of the Gi one. Okay, a bit too late to do this if you've been playing along, obviously. But Fort Condor battles we've missed. After you talk for Shara the first time at Fort Condor, at Rocket Town rather, but before talking to her a second time when Rufus shows up, there's another one there that the prize is a Super Ball. After getting the Tiny Bronco, but before getting the Keystone, you get another one, which is 3 Turbo Weathers. After the dating sequence, before going to the Temple of Ancients, there's another one which also has 3 Turbo Weathers. Right now, there is another one. The prize is 5 X potions, but it shows a blank text box.
What?
Yeah, it doesn't work for some reason, but you do get the X potions. And this is Bone Village, an archaeologist town. The entire goal here is to excavate.
Wow, that sounds like Fossil Roo.
Yeah. And apparently Aerith's been through here, and she went through that sleeping forest to the north. But apparently we need some lunar harp to be able to progress there. I'm sure we don't need it. Yeah, it confuses you. I could probably beat it, no problem. Let's try going through here. All right, let's try this. Have I seen that tree before?
Are you going in circles?
If you try to go forward, you just go in circles over and over again.
That's kind of like the Corel Desert, actually. It's very easy to get lost.
Corel Desert or the Death Mountain Zelda 1 is a good version too. But yeah, we need to find the lunar harp to progress here, and we need to use the Bone Village gimmick to do that. Bone Village, as I mentioned, is a town of archaeologists, and you can excavate yourself. You hire up to, I want to say, 5 to 6 people to find treasure. You place them around the map, and then you detonate a explosive. At that point, the people that you set are going to look towards a treasure. It can be a couple of different treasures. If you try to find the lunar harp, I think you can only find it. And I know exactly where the lunar harp is. It's I think on the left section of this top layer. But there are all sorts of items you can find in the game here. Whenever you detonate the explosive, everyone you've placed is going to look towards a treasure, and you just basically have to cross the line of their sight to find the center. There's also some key items you can find here if you missed them early on. Some particular materia come to mind in particular. In terms of the notable things you can find, there's the Lunar Harp. Around the same area as Lunar Harp, which is the top left, you can find others. Towards the ladder.
Bottom.
Yup.
Isn't there something towards the bottom that's like a key?
Yes, we'll be getting that later on. Towards the ladder, you can find turbo ethers and others. You can find to the right of the top layer a materia you may have missed later on, and something called the Buntline, which I think is a decent weapon for Vincent.
I want to say Vincent.
You can also find a mop, which I think is a weapon for Cloud that's not too useful.
It's worse than the Buster Sword in terms of attack.
Towards where the guy that you talk to, you can find a Mega Elixir, and you can also find potions and elixirs in other places. A lot of those items, though, you can only find once. Either way, with that, we're going to need to end this off here. Thank you guys for watching, and in part 20, Big 2-0, we're going to be heading through the Sleeping Forest and see if we can find that city of the Ancients that Aerith mentioned. See you guys then.
See ya.